Everyone knows the 10 avatars of Vishnu, Rama, Krishna, Narasimha. But here lies a forgotten truth: Shiva too had avatars. These were not planned. They were born out of sudden emotions, his love, his anger, his grief. Some were gentle, guiding humanity with wisdom. Others were so terrifying that even God stepped back in fear. Why are these avatars less spoken about? Perhaps because Shiva himself is beyond form, beyond time. He does not appear to prove divinity, he manifests only when the world shakes with imbalance. Today, let us travel into the hidden side of mythology, into the forgotten avatars of Shiva. Unlike Vishnu, who descends to restore balance in every age, Shiva's forms are unpredictable. He is the eternal yogi, the destroyer, and the silent witness of creation. His avatars are not bound to yugas or rules. They are born when his emotions overflow, when love, rage, or compassion takes form. That is why they appear in different stories, sometimes as a fierce warrior, sometimes as a saint, and sometimes even as an immortal one. The story begins with Daksha's yajna. Daksha, father of Sati, insulted Shiva, calling him unworthy. Sati, unable to bear the humiliation of her husband, threw herself into the sacred fire. Shiva, heartbroken, turned his grief into fury. From his matted locks, he pulled a strand of hair and hurled it to the ground. Out of that lock arose Veerabhadra, tall as mountains, eyes burning like fire, 1,000 arms holding weapons. Veerabhadra stormed Daksha's sacrifice. He smashed the altars, scattered the gods, and cut off Daksha's head. The sacrifice turned into chaos. This avatar shows us that when arrogance insults truth, destruction is inevitable. Veerabhadra is not just a warrior, he is the living fire of Shiva's rage. Once, Brahma claimed he was supreme, placing himself above all. His arrogance shook the heavens. To humble him, Shiva took the form of Kala Bhairava, dark, fierce, with a garland of skulls and eyes red with fury. Bhairava cut off Brahma's fifth head, a symbol of pride. But for this act, he was cursed to wander the earth as a beggar, carrying the skull as his begging bowl. This form, known as Kala Bhairava, walked through kingdoms, towns, and forests, until finally, at Kashi, his curse was lifted. That is why Bhairava is still worshipped as the guardian of Kashi, the city of liberation. His form teaches us that no ego, not even of a god, can escape the power of time. When Vishnu's Narasimha killed Hiranyakashipu, his rage did not stop. He roared, clawed the earth, and the universe trembled. None could calm him. It was then Shiva appeared as Sharabha, part lion, part bird, a beast with wings stretching miles wide. With his thunderous claws, Sharabha embraced Narasimha and subdued his uncontrollable fury. This story shows the balance of power. Even gods can lose control. And when they do, Shiva steps in, not to destroy, but to restore harmony. Shiva does not only appear in fierce forms. He also came as Hanuman, born with Shiva's essence through the blessings of Vayu, the wind god. Hanuman, the mighty monkey, lifted mountains, leapt across oceans, and defeated countless demons. Yet his greatest quality was not his strength, it was his devotion. His love for Rama made him the symbol of selfless service. In Hanuman, Shiva showed the world that even the greatest of gods can take birth as the humblest devotee. This avatar is a bridge between Shiva and Vishnu, the ascetic becoming the perfect servant of the divine. Shiva also appeared as sage Durvasa, a saint known for his uncontrollable temper. Kings and gods feared him, for his curses always came true. But his anger was not without purpose. His curses shaped destinies, forcing arrogance to bend, and reminding humanity of humility. One famous story tells how Durvasa cursed Indra, leading to the churning of the ocean and the birth of Amrit. Durvasa's life shows that anger, when divine, is not meant to destroy but to guide. Through him, Shiva taught that even harsh lessons are lessons of love. In the Mahabharata, Shiva's essence appeared in Ashwatthama, son of Dronacharya. Gifted with divine weapons, he was a warrior of unmatched skill. But after the war, in anger and desperation, he unleashed the Brahmastra, bringing suffering to innocents. As punishment, Krishna cursed him to live forever, wounded, bleeding, yet never dying. To this day, legends say Ashwatthama wanders the earth, a reminder of the cost of uncontrolled rage. This avatar is a warning: immortality without peace is worse than death. Born from Shiva's anger, Pipplad faced suffering from the moment of birth. Abandoned by his parents, he grew with bitterness. Once, in fury, he cursed the gods themselves for his pain. But over time, Pipplad transformed. Through penance and wisdom, his anger turned to compassion. He forgave the gods and became a revered sage, guiding others. This avatar shows that pain can either destroy us or make us stronger. Pipplad chose wisdom over vengeance. A boy named Grihapati was fated to die young. Yet his devotion to Shiva was so pure that the Lord himself appeared before him. Instead of accepting his fate, Grihapati prayed with unwavering faith. Moved by his devotion, Shiva protected him, blessing him with long life and spiritual wisdom. This avatar shows that destiny can be rewritten by true devotion. As Yatinath, Shiva appeared as a wandering saint. He tested a wealthy man, showing that riches and pride fade with time, but wisdom remains eternal. This form reminds us that the divine often walks the earth in simple robes, teaching silently through humility. Shiva also became Rishabh, a sage of complete detachment. He gave up possessions, lived in silence, and walked free from desires. This avatar shows the path of renunciation, that true power comes not from control over others, but control over oneself. In villages and temples across India, countless local traditions worship Shiva's avatars: warriors, healers, guardians of forests and rivers. These remind us that Shiva is infinite. His forms cannot be numbered. Every form reflects a part of human life: anger, devotion, sacrifice, wisdom, silence. Shiva's avatars are not taken for fame, nor to establish his divinity. They appear when the world trembles, when arrogance grows, when love calls. From the terrifying Veerabhadra, to the wandering Ashwatthama, to the humble Rishabh, every avatar of Shiva mirrors something within us. Perhaps that is why Shiva is called Mahadeva, the great god. He is not separate from creation. He is creation itself, appearing in countless forms. So the question remains, are these only myths, or are they hidden truths of a God who still walks among us in forms we may never recognize?